been so long. MMA superstar, Jeff Lights Out Hughes.
All right.
What's up, guys? Welcome back for another edition of Jeff and Mark's Untitled podcast. This is JAMUP 32. I am Mark Thomas. This is MMA superstar Jeff Lights Out Hughes.
Never gets old.
And Jeff, we're back. Jeff's back. It's been a
Finally.
while.
It's been too long. It's been 3 months, I think. 2.5 months, something like that.
Has it been that long?
From July.
Well, I mean, we did the roadcast, so that technically that was.
Okay, you're right.
I don't remember the day, but that was mid-September.
It was September. No, it was the
early. Yeah, September.
August 31st, I think. September 1st.
Yes, close.
Something like that. Anyways,
something around then.
It was like in August, I think. August 24th. Or no, 16th, because Stipe fought.
Yeah, it was. It was the night Stipe fought.
Yeah. Right. So, anyways, this is our first episode back. I'm excited to be back. We got new equipment.
We do new mics.
They're looking good. Hopefully they're sounding better.
Seems that way. Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of wanted to get into before we get started. I kind of wanted to get into what we're doing now. I wrote.
Walter.
I want to kill this dog. No, he's too adorable.
Come on, buddy.
I wrote down the new and improved JAMUP. So this is mostly, I'm going to take 98% of the blame on this, of us not being able to do anything. Got ready for a fight, wedding, this, that, and the other. Just didn't work out. So I'm thinking, I kind of been racking my brain about this. I want this JAMUP to take off. I want it to be successful. I want us to do better than we've been doing, mostly me. So from now on, we're going to start doing weekly episodes.
Yeah.
Every week, we're going to put out something. Only way I can see that not working is something crazy happens. I get a fight or you have to something going on. But we're going to try our best to do a weekly episode. We're going to do that over Skype.
Yeah.
Or some other...
Something, yeah.
Something.
You're gonna
along the lines of
essentially
Skype.
Video call in. I'm going to set it up so that we can record it and we'll be able to do things weekly instead of once to twice a month as we have been doing.
Right. Yeah. Previously, we were doing twice a month or whatever. We're going to do more guests because I think that's a hit. People like hearing what we have to say. People also like hearing what other people have to say.
For sure.
We do a good job of interviewing those people. If you even want to call it an interview, it's more of like just a BS session. It gives us a different outlook, a different product than we put out when it's just us two. So I feel like when we do have guests, it's our more successful episodes.
Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really wanting to do that. So this is another thing. So if you have any suggestions, comment who you'd like to see. I'll try to make it possible. Mark will try to make it possible. I mean, I can't promise the world, but let's get somebody in here. I have a bunch of fighters for the fight fans that would love to do it. Get their names out there, tell their story. We have people we used to go to school with, people that are successful now and more business, and I know a lot of people. People. We can make it work.
Yeah.
I also want to start doing weekly and monthly segments. So, like, more or less, like, every week we'll start, kicking Walter. But no, every week we're gonna run something like, for instance, I'm thinking like a video game segment where I play the newest video game or the newest movie, like the new Joker that comes out this week. Next week we can probably do a segment on that.
Yeah.
Every week we do something. It's gonna take us a while, but then every month do a fun game of trivia or guess who or something's fun. Something worth watching. or listening to.
I gotcha. So it's just some activity that we'll do that'll be. Yeah.
Some activity. If I don't have a fight coming up, we can.
Well, yeah, because
drink or do something funny.
I've already fucked around with it a little bit, but we can stream, or we could just record ourselves playing games, and I can edit it and make it as entertaining as possible. That's always fun.
We could play. Like I just said, we could literally play a game of Guess Who and just
see. That's cool too. I could do it set up some camera shots and shit, so that we can get the camera shot of the table so you can see the shit, or like maybe your side, my side, people can get.
But it won't be a regular game of Guess Who.
Oh shit!
It'll be Guess Who, people we know.
Oh shit! What do you mean? So you're gonna make the board?
I'm gonna use a regular Guess Who board.
You're gonna change all the little cards.
I'm gonna print out pictures of everybody that we know.
Oh fuck! Matt Archer, Guess Who?
Matt Archer, Guess Who? People
JAMUP,
we
Guess
know.
Who? I like it.
Celebrities.
Fuck, dude, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I've always had that idea of doing like a Guess Who ESPN edition, like Guess Who the announcer, or the because back in the day they were so widespread. Now it's a lot of African Americans and not a whole lot of white males.
Gotcha.
Pretty much like everything in show business. Another thing I want to do is more fan interaction, more. Which we're gonna do this week. We're gonna do a Q&A. We got a decent amount. I think the more we build, the more subscribers we get, the more weekly listeners, the more questions that we're going to get. I like the fight questions, but I want a broad spectrum of everything.
Gotcha.
What do you guys think of this? Who's the best Batman? Who's this? Who's the best superhero? What's a favorite band? Stuff like that.
That's shit from all sides of your personality, not just your fight.
Because this isn't just about fighting. This isn't just about me. This is about, the bio says it all. It's like we're a pop culture podcast here. We cover it all. And I think I've had some feedback from a couple people. The one gentleman, I won't say his name, he also has his podcast. And he said he started listening to our podcast. Within 2 weeks, he listened to every single episode we have.
Really?
Loves it.
Holy shit.
Says he loves it.
That's the best feedback I think we've ever got.
Yeah, he said it's entertaining. You guys don't get lost in the weeds too often, which is a big problem on some podcasts.
Yeah, we kind of try to keep it flowing.
Yeah, and I think you can only keep somebody's attention for so long. Like this segment right now might be running too long, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but
for a segment, it's things I'm trying to do.
The topic of the segment is moving along quite nicely.
The thing that I am going to underline right now, because this has nothing to do with Mark.
Okay.
Because he more than pulls his weight around here. He edits. He has all the equipment. He does this. More out of me. What that means is more inside look at my fighting career, more inside look at anything that's going on in my life, and I need to contribute more to this show. So instead of just coming in here and talking.
Yeah, you're like bashing yourself on this episode.
Yeah, it takes
complete Jeff hate fest.
No, it's not Jeff hate fest. It's a reflection of how we can make this better.
No, I like it, and I appreciate it.
We have between our old JAMUP and Matt Archer and this, we have maybe a little over 100 subscribers total.
Yeah, give or take.
In the thousands.
Me too.
This
sir.
isn't about.
Hell yeah.
This is about getting our word out and our show being successful.
Oh, my bad. But we basically just crossed swords there. You see that? But I had the finger, you had the thing for the audio listeners. It was But that actually, not to go backwards, but that's a good way to talk about, you were talking about fan interaction and shit like that. When we reach, along with, once we reach 100 subscribers, we'll get our own personal link so we can have youtube.com/JAMUP or JAMUP podcast or whatever, depending on what it is. I think it's whatever our channel is called, and it's called JAMUP, so it'll probably be youtube.com/JAMUP. But that's when you reach 100 subscribers. Once you reach 1,000, that's when you can start to get monetized again, as long as you get so many hours of view time or whatever a month. But you can also start posting things other than videos, like just pictures or posts where fans can engage and comment on that, things where you can be like, hey, what kind of video do you want to see next or something, and you just post a picture or some kind of example. Or you can do polls too at that point, so you can actually poll your subscribers and shit and see, just get ideas
what's
off
hit
them.
and what's not.
So that by gaining all that stuff, we will then be able to have more fan interaction just through YouTube alone.
I'm thinking, the days of me throwing shit against the wall and seeing what sticks is done. It's going to be more calculated. It's going to be more fan-friendly. And we start doing that. We get 1,000 subscribers. We keep going from there.
Oh, yeah. No, I like all of it.
That's my little rant. And now let's have some fun. Let's have a episode and get back into it and, see if we can still do this. I mean, you've been killing it on the Ohio WrestleCast.
Yeah, mostly Jared, but yeah. Thank you.
I mean, dude, you're the MVP of this. I mean, all we do is talk shit.
No, I get it.
And you fucking do it all. So, I'm thinking long term on this. And if there's something you guys don't like or something you really like, let us know.
Definitely. All
right, good episode. See you guys later.
Yeah, until next time. No. I guess with that said, let's get into this shit. Welcome to all the new subscribers, of course. Not to keep that going, but thanks to all the diehards who've been around this whole time. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. First things first, sir. I'm sure the thing everybody wants to hear. Let's get it out of the way.
Let's do it.
Post-fight update. I'll give you the floor from here.
Okay. All right. So if I'm sure everybody knows what happened.
Yeah.
I fought in Vancouver. You know what? Let's make this segment a little long because I have a lot to say about it.
This is the meat and potatoes of the episode.
All right.
This is what everybody's here for, I'm sure.
All right. So we all know that I'm not a huge fan of flying. But I'm getting a lot better. Obviously, this is like my probably 30th flight.
You gotta be by now.
Yeah. It is what it is. But the flight out there, man, to Vancouver was not my favorite. We flew into San Francisco, which is like a 5-hour flight from Cleveland.
Okay.
Then we went to Vancouver, which is like another 2 hours, so 7 hours altogether. But back started cramping up, man. It was just a rough flight. Get to Vancouver. It's beautiful. It's probably my favorite city I've ever been in.
I can imagine.
I mean, it's clean. There's so many things to do. You can rent a bicycle for $7 an hour, and they're nice bikes. They're not like piece of shit Huffies you find on the sidewalk.
And $7 is pretty cheap.
Oh yeah, it's very reasonable.
2 hours, $14.
There's a park there. I can't remember the name of it. Sheffield Park or something like that. It's not even a park. It's a park, but it's unlike any park you've ever been to.
Okay.
So Vancouver's a big city. Me and my coach Steve are walking through the city, and we're looking for this park. We find this park, and it's like city, and it opens up, and it's like the most beautiful scene you've ever seen. So
what do you mean?
There's water. It's where the ocean comes in. There's mountains.
Oh wow.
There's art. There's people. Everybody's happy. So we rented a bike, and there's a huge bike trail that goes all the way around this thing on the water. I didn't post any pictures, but it was like life changing, dude. It was great, beautiful. I've never experienced anything like that in my life, dude.
Wow.
It's just if you have the extra time and you're looking for a place to go to Vancouver in the summer, late summer. It's beautiful.
All right.
So no negative things to say about Vancouver. They treated you real well up there. Everybody's super nice. So going to the fight, everything. I'm on the main card, right? So that leads up more media obligations, more attention, more this, that, and the other. That really, like, it made you really feel like a UFC fighter.
For
like
sure.
The last one in Wichita was great. Felt like it was neither here nor there. You know, I was like, this is cool. They really take care of you, but I feel like I'm a part of the UFC at this point, right?
Also, it's post Stipe winning the belt back. You're Stipe's boy.
Yeah, there's buzz behind it
for sure. You got some weight behind you walking in this time.
So I go in, and obviously I'm not on the main card because of my name. I'm on the main card because the guy I'm fighting, Todd Duffee.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 years ago, this guy's the next big thing. He's just wrecking everybody. He has the fastest knockout in UFC history. He looks like a Greek god, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Dude runs into some injury problems, some contract, problems. Goes away for 4 years. Comes back on his comeback fight. So everything's good. I'm not nervous at all. Everything's clicking. I'm in the back. I'm hitting pads. Man, I'm feeling like $1,000,000. We walk out there. It's go time, right? I'm just laser focused right now. He comes out. He comes out hot. We planned on this. Everything's going well. I got hit with a couple times, and then I get dropped.
Yeah.
Right? I got dropped. Legit got dropped. I'm happy I got dropped because I know I can get hit by one of the toughest guys, one of the hardest punchers in the world. And, I mean, I was fine.
Yeah,
I got dropped. I landed in a single. I grabbed a single leg.
And I immediately went for a single leg.
Yeah, and I was fine.
It was like a split second.
Yeah. My brain shut off for a second. Nice little nap.
Yeah.
Then, after that, and he didn't put me away, the tide completely turned, right?
For sure.
I'm landing big shots. Every time I touch him, I'm cutting him, beating him up, bleeding everywhere. He took me down once. I got right back up. I mean, this fight, the momentum is in my favor at this point. Everything's working. This is the plan. This is the game plan going in. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
I knew
you said it
in
pre-fight interviews too.
That's just how he is, right? And so I have him. He puts me on the cage. I turn him like one of the easiest turns I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, you said that too.
And I'm going, oh, he's broke. He's done. He's tired. He can't put me away. He knows that. He's on a. Yeah, this fight's not making it to the second round.
You said you felt like he gave you that.
He did.
Yeah.
It was almost like, here you go. I'm done. I'm spent. I turn him, palm his forehead, push away. About to throw the cross, which is a right hand for the people that don't know.
Yeah.
We worked on this all camp long. Cross off the cage, let him kind of run, throw the high kick. I can't see him getting his hand because I threw a high kick and landed early in the fight.
Yeah, got him right in the
right.
That might have been what fucked up his eye or whatever.
It was his other eye.
Oh, okay, so that definitely wasn't it.
Well, before, like we all know, before this happened, I know this is my fight to win. Before this happens, he starts grabbing at his eye, screaming like I just stabbed him. He goes, oh, my eye, my eye, my eye. So I back off. I go, okay, maybe my glove touched his eye. I don't know. But I know for a fact I did not. I'm not saying nothing went in his eye because I'm not. I'm not calling the man a liar. I'm saying I know my fingers did not go in his eye.
Yeah.
Which my fingers go in his eye, that's a foul.
You know what I
Clear as day.
think it was? Because you could it was, if any finger was to go at his eye, it was this one, and it went up late. What I think it was is you were just going, and I think his eyelid right here, or eyebrow, I guess, was so swollen up. There was a giant cut on it. I think you got that.
That's exactly what I got.
And I think that's what hurt.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not calling the guy a liar. But I know for a fact I didn't touch his eyeball. So
I think a lot of people would agree with you on that too, sir.
So I go into my neutral corner, and my coaches aren't allowed to coach me during this time, but Marcus Marinelli doesn't give a fuck. So he's screaming all this shit. He's like, you got him right where you want him. Go after this fight and finish this fight. I'm fine, man. I'm ready to go. I see him talking to the ref. You know, the ref goes over the rules in the back before, so it was no big deal.
Yeah.
I said, okay, he's trying to catch his breath. He's going to come out. He has one last blow.
The ref even said to him, you look fine, man.
Yeah.
The ref said those words.
I thought he was trying to get his wind back.
Or your eye looks fine, is what he said.
I thought he had one last explosion left that I was waiting for. And then the ref comes over and talks to me. I was like, hey, I don't think I got him. He's like, hey, I don't know. I walked over to DC. I said, DC, Did I get him? DC looked up at me and goes, I don't know. Nobody really knew.
Yeah.
There's two people that know. That's me and him. So, anyways, ref goes over and checks on him. And I since watching the fight, I've heard the ref say, okay, you're good. He says, I'm seeing double. Well, the ref tells us in the back, please, if you get poked in the eye, whatever you do, tell me anything besides I can't see. Because then I have to get the doctor involved. Once I saw the doctor coming in the cage, I knew the fight was over.
Yeah, I think a lot of people
Instantly knew it was over. He wasn't wincing. His eye wasn't bloodshot.
He had no signs.
He was
anything.
staring straight at us. Who am I to call him a liar, though?
Yeah.
All I know is I think I was robbed. And I usually don't have anything bad to say about my opponent. I don't have anything bad to say about Todd Duffee, because if you listen to his interviews before, he doesn't say one bad thing about me.
No.
He had a shitload to say about the media, which I would say
I
agree about 85% of what he said. I think the guy's an intelligent guy. I really do. I just think he thought he was coming in for an easy fight.
Mm-hmm.
He thought this was his comeback. People were going to love him, think he's the next champion. And then when he ran into me and realized, oh, this guy's a real motherfucker, he looked for a way out.
It's not the same game it used to be.
Not only
a
that,
different game.
I know I don't look
These
like
are
the
professional
stereotypical fighter,
fighters here now.
You know, I think he looked at me and goes, it's an easy fight. And then when he realized it wasn't, he said, oh,
yep.
I don't have anything left. I'm about to get my fucking head knocked off.
Yep.
Because he's looking at me going, he's not even breathing heavy.
Plain and simple, he underestimated you to the fullest. Yeah. And when he realized that and realized that he fucked up, he wanted out. He wanted out, dude.
He wanted out.
He said the magic words that got him out of it. Yeah. I'm seeing double.
So, yeah, not to get into money or anything, but it cost me money, cost him money. I think we were on our way to possible fight of the night, because that was that was a fucking brawl, man. That was what the UFC's looking for, you know.
The night, I don't know what people actually see as the fight of the night.
The one before me got it. They won it.
I can't remember what that was.
Crazy dude doing ninja flips and
yeah,
shit.
That guy won the like 50, the extra 50,000 for it being fight of the night or whatever.
Well, they were supposed to win 50,000 each, but the guy that was doing all the flips, he missed weight. So the guy that won, the underdog, he got all 100,000.
Yeah. Life changing money right
That's
there.
That's life changing money.
Should have been yours, brother. That should have been
at least
yours.
50 of it.
But fuck.
But you know, whatever. You can't look in the past. You can't think, what if, you know.
I mean, honestly, dude. A lot of people talked about it. It helped you in a lot of ways.
It really did. It almost helped me more that it happened this way than him winning or me winning.
Thing that pisses me off though is a lot of the people I went to see, I can't wait to see what Brendan Schaub has to say about this, or I can't wait to, because I actually paid money for ESPN to watch this shit, and I watched after the fight too to see what they were gonna say. They showed you guys on the card one time at the beginning of the post show. Yeah. Then every other time they showed the card after that, you guys weren't even on the card anymore.
Right.
And they completely skipped over talking about it.
It was like it never happened.
It's like they didn't want to touch it. It's like they knew it was bullshit.
Yeah.
And then all Schaub talked about was the eye poke and said it's unfortunate. Didn't even say your fucking name.
No, that's what sorry, I think it bumped out a little bit.
These new things. Sorry, people. We got new gear. We're figuring it out.
Technical difficulties.
There you go. You should be tight now.
Cool. Can I go up a little bit? Oh,
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, actually,
it's good. I'm not a fan of his, so I can care less what he says about me. But
who is that? I forget who we were talking
about.
Schaub. Yeah. I mean, I
no, he's very knowledgeable. He knows his shit. I just think he's Joe Rogan's little puppet boy.
Yeah, I've seen him live. I actually have a Brendan Schaub ticket stub right there. I've seen his comedy live. He's a funny guy. I thought his openers were funnier than he was. Wow, I sound like a dipshit.
He were?
I thought his openers were funnier than he were. But no, I thought Derek Poston and I think his name was Ahmed Assad Ahmed or Ahmed Assad. I can't remember. Sorry if you're watching this or happen to see this. But I thought they were super fucking funny. I even met him, got a picture with him, posted it if anybody want to look. It's on Instagram. But even got a picture with Brennan Schaub. But he's a funny guy. He's an alright. I like him on the podcast and stuff, but he's not my favorite dude in the world.
Look, I respect him. I thought he was a very very tough fighter for what he. I mean, he only fought for so long. You know, he was an NFL player. He was in football. I'm not talking bad about the guy. I just think it was just a bad representation of me, I guess. Is like that's all you have to say about it. Like you host an MMA podcast pretty much, and that's all you could even say my name.
That was one of the biggest moments of the night too. It was one of the most controversial moments of the night anyway. Like they talked more about the dumbass doing backflips in the octagon than they did about the bullshit you had to go through. Yeah. The thing that just pissed me off is he barely even said your name and basically just sympathized with Duffee.
Well, I think Duffee's his buddy.
Probably.
I think I don't know. I'm just guessing on this.
And then he completely before the fight even happened, I looked and got all he had to say was, "I feel bad for Jeff Hughes." I was like, "Fuck you, Schaub." Yeah. Like, dude, you're just everybody, and you even said it too. A lot of people are counting you out. Yeah, they shouldn't have.
I love it. I love when they count me. I love being the underdog, and there's no reason I shouldn't have been.
I was like, watch Jeff fucking blow these motherfuckers away.
There's no reason. I mean, this guy was the next big thing. Everybody thought by now he'd been a world champion and all that. And I mean, who's to say if he wouldn't have caught some injuries, maybe he would have been. I mean, he's tough.
Yeah.
But I almost like the way that everything played out more because it gives me a chip on my shoulder, and I do better like this. You know, I don't need people kissing my ass. You know, give me a pat on the back, like great job, buddy. But if I'm an honest person, so I expect the same out of most people, even though I know most people aren't honest people. So don't fucking sugarcoat it. Don't act like, especially when you know it wasn't even if it was a poke, it wasn't a bad poke. Say that shit. Tell them the fucking truth. Say, I think he could have went on.
Yeah.
But all they say was, oh, you can't know, especially when it comes to eye pokes and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you can, because the next week it happened. Jeremy Stevens got poked in the eye. He couldn't even open his fucking eye up.
Yeah. No. Yeah, when it comes down to it, many people have gotten poked in the eye before, way worse than that, and have continued to fight, and even won.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's you can have whatever opinion you want about it.
Daniel Cormier found me in the back as we were walking out to the buses. I hear, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. I turn around. It's fucking Daniel Cormier.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, one of the greatest fighters of all time is calling my name. Mm. And he goes, hey, man, I'm not going to say it was or wasn't, but he's like, you did great out there. You know, you did everything you're supposed to do. And that means a lot coming from him, especially because he knows who my teammate is.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically
So that, I have more respect for DC. I had a lot of respect for him before, but like that to me, like, that was like my like moment. That was almost like my starstruck moment. You know what I mean? I was like, holy shit, this guy came and found me. Whatever, you know, it's cool.
It's like Razor Ramon going, hey, kid.
Hey, yo.
Good job.
Yeah.
That sounded more like Stallone.
Yeah, well, that'd be cool, too. But, yeah, so that was my post-fight thoughts.
Yeah.
To wrap it all up,
Pretty good.
Vancouver is a beautiful city. I could see myself retiring there one day. The fight was bullshit. All I have to say is, as much as I'm allowed to say, is I am back in fight camp.
Boom. There it is. Fight coming soon. Stay tuned for the next episode to get the fight updates.
It's coming. Keep checking Google and all my social media accounts. It'll be there.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. I mean, I had a million things I wanted to ask, but when the time comes, obviously, those things are just out of my brain. Should have wrote them down. But,
it's all good. I think I beat that dead horse.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't leave anything out that I could think of. I did. My mom wanted to bring up the fact, even DC mentioned, and we laughed. It was in the reaction video. I even turned it up so people could hear it. But he brought up the fact that you said to somebody, maybe him, something about Rachel's not going to be happy that she's getting a cheap and free honeymoon. And we both started laughing our asses off. So
yeah. So 2 days before the fight, you go and meet with the analyst and like all the media, news people and stuff. There's 2 different rooms. So all the people doing the fight analyst people, like DC and whoever else was there, I can't remember at this point, but they ask you questions and they're like, so congratulations on your wedding. Dude, they're very knowledgeable, which is awesome. Like, so many people were congratulating me from the UFC before I even
about the wedding.
Oh
yeah.
Wow. I was like, how the fuck do these people know? So anyways, they're like, hey, or DC's like, I can't remember who it was actually. They were like, hey, where's the honeymoon going to be? I go, Vancouver, it's free. And they thought it was hilarious. And DC goes, hey,
at the wedding.
Yeah. DC goes, I'm going to use that. That's funny. He's like, what's your wife's name? I go, Rachel. He goes, how does she feel about that? I'm like, well, she's not too happy about it. But.
Yeah. Well, he totally did use it, dude, because that was one of the highlights of the commentary. And that was just you walking out and like,
yeah. And my manager said, man, he put me some, I was like, something to hang my hat on or whatever. He was like, hey, man, not a whole lot of people are getting married, not drinking while the party's going on, and fucking going and fighting a bad motherfucker the next week.
Yeah.
He's like, that takes a lot. And I was like, well, I would do it.
Yeah.
I would do it the day after my wedding. I don't care.
For sure. Yeah, I was surprised at just how restrained you were throughout the whole day, really.
It was hard. Especially
being as nervous as you were and shit.
Yeah. I was way more nervous for that than the fight.
I guess it's a good way to get into the wedding. We can talk about the roadcast first, I guess, on the way up there. That was fun.
Yeah.
Bilal for the first time on a version
Bilal
of
is
the
a funny
show.
Dude, man. He's a character. I feel bad. I forgot to give him an invite to the wedding.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I wondered where he was. I was like, oh, Bilal.
He probably wouldn't have showed up because that's just his MO.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm surprised he even showed up to the
Bachelor
party.
Yeah, we had a
Sick
good time.
as fuck.
He was too. He was a trooper though, dude. He made it. He made it through.
Yeah, a lot. We were all tired by the end of the night, but dude, I was so geeked off that Stipe win.
Oh, dude, that was unbelievable.
So we're gonna do that again next year. We're gonna rent that house out again.
Same one.
Same one.
Hell yeah, that.
Dude, that was the. What more can you ask for?
I'm gonna be like so prepared. I'm gonna bring I had the good camera, but it was all full, basically from the roadcast. But dude, I'm gonna be good to go. I'm gonna be good to go on that.
That was a fun bachelor party, dude. It was like so. You remember we played yard games, can jam and spike ball, and drank our faces off, and
at a lake house,
$650,000 lake house.
I didn't know that was the price, but it was a 3-story lake house. Well, 2 stories and a basement. The basement, there was a kitchen downstairs and upstairs.
Yeah.
And then the whole top upstairs was basically just like, I don't even really remember. It was like 2 rooms connected by this crazy like bridge in the air above everything, and you could see down. It was beautiful, man.
Oh, it was awesome.
Right by the lake.
There was parts of that house that we weren't allowed in. They locked off.
They locked off that one door I know of. I
and
don't know if there's more.
And that was like, if you look, there's the garage, which we weren't allowed in, and that room, which is probably...
Oh, yeah, the garage.
The room was probably the size of this whole... area right here.
I think it had to have been like an office or a study or something.
I think it was a master bedroom.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think it had like a master bath and...
Yeah, because that had to be like their second house, their second home or something, like their summer home or some shit. Because it seemed like almost like a stage house.
Yeah.
Like a stage. But man, I had a nice big ass fucking kitchen.
Jumping in the lake was fucking awesome.
I didn't go in the lake. I don't know why. I will next time.
I was ready to throw your ass in the lake.
You
and Alex. Nobody.
Just make sure there's no like electronics in my pocket first, all right?
Like, hey, but that was fun, man. I'm happy everybody came, had a good time. Walter's being an idiot.
What the fuck is your problem? Lay down, homie. I'm sorry, audio listeners, for having to hear this in your ears the whole time.
Yeah. So what was your take from it?
Well, I learned I'm pretty fucking good at can jam.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy playing can. That's the first time I ever played can jam.
That's my favorite yard game. That and spike ball.
It's like frisbee golf meets horseshoes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a great way to put it.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Makes me think I might be all right at frisbee golf nowadays because I did pretty good at camp. But like frisbee golf, you actually gotta like get it in there.
Well, frisbee golf means you gotta throw it far.
That's true.
Driving it can be a pain in the ass.
Well, I mean, do you usually play can jam from that distance? What was that like?
I think 40 feet, 35,
30 feet?
something like that. Yeah.
Is that the usual distance?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like what's the distance for cornhole?
28.
28. So right around there.
A little bit further, but you can throw a frisbee further than you can a beanbag usually.
That's
underhand.
true. That's true.
Accurately, at least.
We were on a hill too.
Yeah.
So
that was the only issue with that whole place was it was literally on a steep ass hill, which most lake. I mean, so people from Canton, it was like a nicer version of Lake Mohawk.
Yeah.
We pull into the place and I'm like, holy shit, I feel like I'm at Lake Mohawk.
Is it bigger than Mohawk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger than Mohawk.
It was in Howard, Ohio. It was, dude. I mean, in the
Apple Valley Lake.
Apple Valley Lake.
If you want to see, we put out a video of the bachelor party a month ago, probably.
Yeah, it's been over that because I was married a month ago.
Yeah. I'll just go back in the archives.
Yeah, our last episode. Yeah, dude, it was awesome. We're gonna do that every year, I think.
And then we topped off the night with Stipe winning the belt back.
Yeah, what better way to end it? That would have probably put a little
damper on the
night.
If we hadn't.
Yeah. Cause we went nuts.
Yeah, we
did. I got so motherfucking sick after that night.
Oh, really?
I had the worst chest cold I think I ever had.
Oh, wow.
After that Sunday,
I
rode back with Bilal, which was sick for like 2 weeks.
Dude, I sat right next to him on the ride there and the ride back, and I seemed okay from what I could tell. So it must have like skipped me and went to you.
I have no idea.
Must have been like a flu I already had or something.
Yeah, that or I was jumping the lake and I was pretty drunk at one point. I mean, I was stone cold in beers.
I was wasted, but remarkably less hungover than I thought. I was pretty hungover.
We all kind of chilled on the drinking at night once, and we ate a lot.
Yeah, that's
Remember
true.
the pizza? Remember we made the pizza boy couldn't have been over.
He said he was 19.
19, I think he was. Yeah, that's about accurate.
I can't remember his name.
I did not. Just to let everybody know, I did not make him do that.
No, we merely mentioned it. And he was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Like, I mean, what? He got an extra $5 on the tip if he fucking did it.
No, he wanted that. He wanted that beer so damn bad.
Covered in beer. He had to. He should have changed his shirt before he went back into work.
But it was funny. So yeah, that was a
good night, dude.
That was a really good night.
Kind of started a fire for a little bit, but didn't hang out really.
No, we were ready to head in after that. Dude, yeah. So, like I said, we're gonna do it every year. Same people were invited.
Cool.
It's gonna be a guys weekend. Except next time we're renting it for the weekend.
The whole weekend.
2
nights.
Friday and Saturday.
Cool.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
2 nights. 2 nights of drinking.
2 nights of drinking.
Holy shit! I don't know if I could do that.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
I'll make the first night drinking, the second night smoking.
You know what? Usually I've noticed with like 2-day bachelor parties, everybody goes fucking wild the first night, and the second night's just more chilling.
Yeah, like play video games, have a good time, be boys. You know,
there's always like 1 or 2 people that get real fucked up again because they're just. Some people can just do that every day.
Yeah, I can't anymore. Back in the day, I could.
No.
I could wake up and keep drinking.
If I drink beer all day, I'm fine. As soon as you start throwing liquor into the mix, I'm a wreck.
Yeah, once both are involved, you know something bad. It's going to be bad in one way or another, whether it's tomorrow or tonight.
But, yeah. So that was my bachelor party. I knew it would be fun. It went a lot better than I anticipated.
Go for it. I'm going to grab something to drink, too. Yeah, that was the fucking bachelor party. And, which I guess leads us to the wedding, sir.
The wedding.
The big day.
Yeah, man.
And then, yeah, I mean.
What did you think of the wedding?
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
It was a nice place. It was in Kent. You showed up. Actually, like, you must have been nervous. Because I can't remember what time you were supposed to pick me up, but you were there a half an hour early, which I was still packing my shit up, and all of a sudden Evan, Wiley, and Jeff were at my door, and I'm just like, oh, wow, you're fucking a half an hour early for once. Usually
was
you're
up
half an hour late.
I was like 5:45. I was up.
Yeah, you must have been nervous. Like, yep, today's a big day. And packed my shit up. We drove to fucking Kent. I saw this, what looks like a bar out front, but then once you go around the back and go inside the place, it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You guys love lakes. There was another lake in the background the whole time.
Our theme was lake.
I kept referring to me, Evan, and Nate as the losers section because we weren't in the wedding party, but we were with the wedding.
You guys were in the wedding.
The only one of us that wasn't the loser in the losers group was the baby, and I even said that in the video. But no, I had a great time. We played some fucking video games. I found out what a fucking Raspberry Pi is, which I want one now.
I will do my best to get you one.
That'd be so cool. I want to play. There's ones where I've been looking them up, but I was trying to figure out. It's too complicated for me to figure out how to do it myself. But you can get like 64 emulators on there. All kinds of
we
shit.
do have a 64 emulator on it. It doesn't work
nice.
as well.
Dude, I want to play some Shadows of the Empire and shit. Some fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna see because when I was out in Vancouver, I did a video game interview with James Lynch, my favorite dude. Like,
yeah, I watched
love that dude.
And I like the way he did it, too, because he just filmed the screen and put it down. I was like, that's clever. I never thought about doing that.
James is a cool dude. We were going to play GoldenEye. It was lagging a little bit, so we played Mario Kart.
Which I saw they're doing a legitimate remake of that.
I saw that. I had the remaster version, which was fun, but it was
not
really
the same,
slow.
It's also different.
Revamping the whole game.
But yeah, they're remaking the actual GoldenEye
which
game.
is great.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm
so excited.
I saw screenshots and it looks so fucking good.
Yeah, it looked really good.
But anyway, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah. So, but he had a Raspberry Pi as well, and
nice.
his worked much better than mine.
Oh really?
With
Yours
the 64,
pretty well.
Mine works really well with.
With the 64.
Yeah, his worked really well with 64.
Yeah,
so I'm going to ask him what he did or what he didn't do.
Yeah, well, I don't know what generation yours is, but I guess there's newer generations and older generations of Raspberry Pis, so they have different USB like speeds and shit.
USB 3 or whatever?
Yeah, and I think they might even go up to like 4 at this point.
I didn't know there was a 4.
There might not be. I might have just made that up right now. But yeah, we played that anyway.
Played my PlayStation Classic, which was also fun.
I met is his name? Noah,
my nephew.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah,
I liked him.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
He was kicking my ass at Tekken.
He brought you up.
I eventually beat him though.
Yeah.
I'm a button pusher though.
So is he. So, but yeah, dude, he Noah's cool because he's 9, but sometimes you forget he's 9, so you get frustrated with him.
Yeah,
you're like. But dude, you made an impression on him, right? Because he's like, I want to be part of Mad Archer Media. Him and Rick are gonna do like a video game thing, and they want to be part of our channel and stuff like that. And
Rick's
I was
a good dude too.
Rick's great. I could not ask for a better family to marry into.
Yeah, they're all good people. I like Jacob too.
Jacob's awesome. Gary's the man
for sure.
I work with Becky, which is Rachel's older sister.
Yeah.
She got me the job at Norton. I'm in her classroom, so she's pretty much my boss.
And Mears is basically your brother-in-law now.
Mears is pretty much my brother-in-law now.
And,
which, fuck me, I can't get a different brother-in-law.
Hey, if she's got another sister, I'm single. I'll be a pretty good brother-in-law.
Yeah, dude. So, and Aaron is great too. Like, Rick's wife.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just I couldn't ask for a better family to marry into. Everything went great. There was, usually with weddings, there's one hiccup or there's a big hiccup. Something happens, right? There was one little hiccup and it got solved in about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
My dad paid for the bar package. We got the second highest bar package, right? It's very expensive.
Yeah.
Well, during the cocktail hour, they were serving stuff outside of our bar package and charging people.
Oh.
And I heard that, and I was like, what?
Wow.
Like, we just paid a lot of money. I didn't pay it, but my dad did.
Yeah.
So he was pissed off because he went up. He was one of the people that went up there and was like, I'll take a draft beer. And they're like, that'll be... He's like, no.
I think I heard something about that. Like, yeah, it was... Because they eventually... made the bar open, but it wasn't open for like the first few hours we were there.
It was open, but they were letting people get shit off that wasn't on the bar package. So if you would order, say you got a Bacardi and Coke, no money.
Okay, I didn't
say
know
you
that.
wanted a draft beer, or say you wanted a Maker's Mark and Coke, they'd been like, oh, $5.75.
Yeah, because eventually, because I was drinking Jack and Coke, but when I asked for a ginger and Jameson, they said we're gonna have to pay for the Jameson. I was like, really?
Yeah, Jameson wasn't part of the package.
But apparently Jack was. But other people, when I told people that, I was like, really? Usually
there
Jack's
was one of everything. So there was one whiskey, which was the Jack, one bourbon, which is the Jim.
Yeah.
I think it was Absolute for the vodka, Bacardi for the rum. There was 2 different Bacardi rums. There was Captain was one of them, Bacardi was the other. There was a gin, which only old people drink.
Yeah.
And there was a couple wines.
Wow.
So there's one of everything. So nobody was not happy, but
they just didn't make that very clear at all.
No, they did not. There was just miscommunication. But that was the biggest problem of the day. Second biggest problem is Jordan lost her bracelet and had a fucking meltdown.
Oh wow!
I
didn't
found
even
it.
know that happened.
I found it a couple days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she left it at home or something?
No, it was in her bag. Where she told everybody she put it, but everybody looked for it. I opened her bag up. This was literally a week ago. I opened her bag up. It was the first thing I saw.
Wow.
I go, you motherfuckers lied to me.
You immediately thought like, you immediately got mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was mad at everybody. I was like mad at my mom, mad at my sisters. I'm like, she told you it was in there, and you guys said it wasn't.
It was the second biggest hiccup of the fucking wedding day, man.
Shoot, I mean, my daughter should have been on suicide watch after that. Dude. She was like, I've never seen her upset about something like that.
Well, I didn't even realize that happened.
Yeah. Who did you leave with, Jared?
Yeah, Jared.
You might have left at that point. You might have been gone.
Oh, okay. I thought this happened earlier in the day or something.
No, this happened very late. Like after she was tired.
Yeah, I had to work. I think we left like right around like 10 or 10:30, maybe 11.
Yeah.
We didn't stay very. I think
it was probably about 10 because we started shutting things down about 10:30. We had an extra half hour, but we didn't take it.
Oh wow! So we were there for most of it.
Yeah, you guys left about an hour left.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, dude, it was great.
We could have stuck around that if I would have known that. I'm like, fuck it, dude. It's the wedding night.
No, it was good. Obviously, I wasn't drinking because I fought the next week. But
yeah.
Dude, it was great, and man, I'm just so happy everybody could come. And
Stipe showed up at the last minute,
as
the wedding party was about to walk down,
dude.
And me and Evan were like, well, I guess that's our fucking cue to go. So we went down there and we stood. All the seats were taken at that point, so we were standing with Ashley and somebody else, and Josh's wife Ashley, and right behind Stipe. That's why, like I started telling you earlier before we started the show, that as soon as the wedding was over, we were basically walking like right next to Stipe, and Evan was just chatting him up.
Oh boy,
chatting him up.
It was just
like he was being respectful and shit.
Yeah,
but like he was just having like little chit chat with him. I was like, geez.
It was funny because
didn't waste no time.
Marcus is my head coach. Did the prayer. One of the great, if not the greatest man I've ever met. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Him and Stipe and their wives drove together, and Jim, my manager, and it was just so funny because it was down a pretty steep hill, right? And I just, as the wedding party starts to walk down the stairs, I see this giant man in a purple suit, mustache, and Marcus and Jim running down the hill, literally like jogging down the hill, and I see their wives about 10 steps behind them, kind of like trying to get down the hill. I'm like, they didn't even help their wives down the hill.
Damn, man.
I'm like that. I gave him a little wave. It was funny.
Really is the baddest man on the planet.
But yeah, dude, it was great.
It was a good time.
Stipe was the life of the party.
He got down on that day. He did the little jig he did when he won the belt on the dance floor for like a split second.
So many people were happy. It was one dance move I do is the worm. We know that from when I used to wrestle.
Stipe did the worm.
Well, that's the thing is so Rachel's Uncle Brian, he's known to do the worm at every single wedding.
Oh, okay.
He hit the worm, and I go, there's my cue. Because I said, I told him before, I was like, at my wedding, me and you were having a worm off. So I start walking through the crowd, and I just hear the crowd go crazy. I'm like, oh, yeah, they're getting psyched out. And I just see a giant 6'5" man doing the worm. I go, that motherfucker stole my thunder.
He stole
my motherfucking thunder.
I mean, how could he compete with that? Like, you
and
can't follow that.
I literally just, it was like that Homer Simpson gif where he just goes into the bushes.
Back, yeah.
I literally was like, no.
Upstaged at your own wedding. Damn, man.
But it was great. Jordan and my niece Penelope took about 90 Polaroid pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so funny, dude. It was supposed to be.
They probably had like a shit ton.
It was supposed. They're like little Polaroids, and my father-in-law bought it, and he thought it'd be cute to like take for couples to take pictures. So and they post them on a board.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, my daughter hijacked the camera, so she was just taking pictures of everything, and there's like pictures of couples in there, and then like at the very corner, Jordan's like in the. Like, she literally photobombed everybody's picture. There's like 90 of her, dude. It's so funny.
I like it.
But
that should be like a little series in the photo book or whatever. You know what I mean? The Jordan
photobomb. All in all, I would say it was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Great.
I had a really good time. It was cool being like part of like the pre-wedding stuff too. That was nice.
Yeah.
I got
you're
some
my
pictures
boy,
in
man.
and
Of course. I was like, if I could have had 10 people up there, I would have had 10 people up there.
No. I'm not saying that, but like, but that's nice to know, sir.
Right.
I even gave Rachel a hug at the wedding. I was like, thank you so much for inviting me and shit. Like, it was just it was a good time for sure.
Yeah, very good. I was happy.
You guys.
So far, so good. We've only got one argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always my fault.
On our test Skype the other day for the stuff we're about to start doing, you guys kind of was like, oh shit, honeymoon's over, because like at one point she's like telling you, don't talk to me like that or whatever, and you just start doing this to the camera. I was like, yeah, honeymoon's over.
Oh yeah, the honeymoon never started.
Yeah, there you go.
I go, we get married. She's happy, all nothing but smiles. We're loving on each other, and then it was like, all right, fuck off, go clean the dishes. God damn it, back to normal.
Oh fuck.
But
yeah, that was the wedding talk. I guess. Is there
man.
anything else you wanna say before we get out of there?
No, I'm good, man. That's enough about me for once.
Yeah, I guess you got the whole rest of your life to talk about who you're
married to.
Yeah,
And I think we like that place so much. If it continues, they're very successful. So I think every year for our anniversary, we're gonna try to go there and have dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, something a little romantic. But
nice.
I wear a ring now.
Yeah.
For the audio listeners, I just waved my finger like a chick does.
It was very nice. You could be a hand model, man. For men's rings.
Rubber rings. Man, I'm sweating bullets,
Yeah, it's very warm. My AC is out, people, so the audio listeners don't have to deal with this, but the video viewers are seeing us sweat.
Fucking sweat like we're in a sauna.
AC's out. It's fucking September. It's supposed to be very
October.
Cool. Oh yeah, October. You're right.
It's supposed to be fucking hoodie and sweatpant weather.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be like wanting to turn the heaters on, but trying not to.
I can't even bust out my Uggs yet.
Wow.
No, I don't.
You went there, buddy.
I don't.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, that's all about me, man. I guess we missed a lot.
There's so much we didn't talk about, but we pretty much we got through a lot of it there pretty well. We're almost an hour. It's 58-ish minutes. Well, we also took a little break in there.
Let's get into our pop culture shit.
All right. I'm gonna gloss over that one. Fucking yeah, I've watched a lot of shit in 2.5 months. Of course, even stuff I haven't written down here. A lot of this stuff is probably kind of old news at this point. You and I did both watch The Boys, so we should probably talk at least a little bit about that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So fucking good. Mm-hmm. Like, can't wait for another. They're already filming the second season. They might be done with it right now.
I heard they already knew it was going to be a hit, I think. So they're like, we better get on this quick.
So fucking good.
Yeah. It was like the anti-superhero shit we all kind of need.
Yeah, it was the corrupt superheroes shit we needed for sure. Some
spoilers here, but I mean, it kind of tells you that in the bio and shit.
Oh, that's the whole premise of the show is that there's basically us.
It's like if the Justice League were bad.
Yeah, like corrupt Justice League. Like they're. Yeah, exactly.
Just piece of shit people.
Pretty much, like there's a Superman / Captain America. There's a Wonder Woman type character.
I want to know how this show has not gotten sued.
What do you mean?
Because they are so close to these other superheroes.
Well, I mean, kinda, but I
the
mean,
one chick is a Wonder Woman.
she looks a lot like Wonder
rip
Woman.
off. She wears the same boots and everything.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a DC. Maybe the boys is. I don't know who.
I don't
makes,
think it's a DC. I think it's a independent.
But like DC owns certain independent
Yeah,
companies,
yeah,
Vertigo and shit. I guess I'd have to look it up.
I think I tried to, and I know I'm pretty sure DC or Marvel doesn't own it.
Actually, it might be like Image or
somebody.
something. But god damn, it's a good show.
It's so good. It never got stale.
No, it's good to the very end,
and
fuck the end.
The end, yeah, and it was. I thought it did one of the better jobs I've seen in a long time.
It's Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Yeah, which is a very indie publisher. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's good to know because I was always wondering because I kept watching it like, clearly that's Superman / Captain America. Clearly that's Wonder Woman.
Yeah, they had
clearly
Aquaman.
That's Aquaman.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess Marvel ripped off a lot of DC shit too.
I mean, superhero tropes are superhero tropes. I don't think anybody owns.
Yeah.
Superman's powers. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, I mean, they made what was that? Brightburn.
Brightburn, yeah, which is
was
basically
awesome.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I'm hoping for a sequel.
I like that it was well, this isn't too much of a spoiler. I like that it wasn't quite a happy ending. Like I like all kinds of things about it.
I think it almost set it up that it could be. I hope the sequel is, without giving too much away, I hope the sequel is him as an adult, and him actually running into a superhero that can stop him or is close to stop, because he has nothing's affecting him at this point.
Yeah, he's pretty unstoppable.
Yeah, so I'm almost hoping there's like a reverse Lex Luthor, you know?
Yeah.
Like somebody that,
I guess I didn't think of it like that.
I was just thinking of like, that wants to help.
I was thinking of like a Batman, but fucking a reverse Lex Luthor would be.
Yeah, if we're reversing roles the way we did.
Yeah.
Let's reverse it.
That'd be pretty on point.
I guess a billionaire that wants to do good is just Batman. So.
I guess that's true. Because what could a reverse Lex Luthor really do against him? He'd have to be like Batman or something. But like, does this kid have a weakness? I can't remember.
It's his ship. His
ship is his weakness?
Yeah, remember he falls on a ship and cuts himself?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So whatever the metal that his ship is made of.
Oh, yeah, because Elizabeth Banks grabbed a piece of his ship and was like...
And she had it behind her back. She was going to shank his ass.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that.
So whatever the metal which I'm guessing is their version of kryptonite,
is his weakness.
Yeah.
Wow, so much like Superman.
Yeah. Oh, it was Superman.
Yeah.
Without calling him Superman.
Yeah.
Even his logo resembled Superman's logo.
Did it?
Yeah.
I remember.
It was like a triangle, remember?
Yeah, it was kind of a triangle, but it had like a line going through it. And
it was his initials.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Like Roman Reigns.
Give me that vape. You've had enough today. I'm just fucking with you. It was
wow,
what?
What a shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to you, man. But yeah, Brightburn was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't on the list, but it was. I don't know if we talked about that before.
You talked a little bit about it, and I was like, man, I need to see that because I've always wanted to see it. And then you told me to, and of course, I think I went home. That was one of the very rare times that I went home after our podcast and watched it. Okay. I watched it twice. It was so good.
That's right. You text me, I think, about it.
I was like, wow, this really is good.
I
kind of like those dark superhero, which I guess we won't get into right now, but there's a big one coming up this weekend about the dark side of superheroes.
Yeah.
And we're very, very... And that was... Never mind. We'll keep going without giving too much away.
Yeah, try to figure that one out, people.
Boom.
We
actually have a question about it, so...
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess to stay on the dark side here, we've also both seen Child's Play, the new Child's Play.
Yeah. What was your thoughts on the old Child's Play?
When I was a kid, they scared the living shit out of me.
Okay.
I remember, I was talking to my mom about this the other day, too. I remember I got a Beetlejuice doll when I was really young. I had to have been like 3 or 4. And as I unwrapped it, I looked at it. But like at first, I didn't realize it was Beetlejuice, and I loved Beetlejuice when I was a kid. And I thought it was Chucky at first, and I screamed and I threw it across the room as soon as I saw it because I thought it was Chucky. That's how scared of Chucky I was.
Yeah, I was terrified of him as well.
Watching it like as an adult, like probably like 10 years ago, I watched it again. Silly as fuck, but I like it.
Yeah.
This new one, still silly, more believable.
Oh yeah, especially in the world we live in now.
Yeah, and
there was no voodoo aspect of it.
Exactly. The voodoo is now artificial intelligence.
Yes.
That's what it is, and that's what I liked about it. It was believable. Like I was like, "Fuck, dude, this product could be out there."
Yeah, no, I mean, fuck it. I'm saying spoilers.
Yeah.
It was because somebody was pissed off and they booted like a virus into one, right?
Yeah, into one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually he was able.
He killed
to,
himself, right? As soon as that happened.
Yeah,
he jumped
I think.
off the building or
assumed,
something.
yeah, he jumped out and he landed on a car or something and it killed him. But yeah, some Chinese dude or Asian dude somewhere. Yeah, really, I liked it. Mark Hamill killed it. That was Mark Hamill that was the voice of
he did.
Chucky.
He did a really good job.
All throughout the end credits, he sang the Buddy song, and it was as the credits went on, it got creepier and creepier. So dude, he sang it for a good like 3.5, 4 minutes.
He's the best. I would say he is the Michael Jordan of voice acting.
Oh, no doubt. One of them up there for sure. If he's not
him, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he does all the video games. He does like, the dude from Uncharted and any
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker.
I love Troy Baker.
Troy Baker is the
good dude, handsome motherfucker too.
Well, all of his characters kind of resemble him.
In a way, yeah. He does the Joker as well. He's done Batman, and I think he was Batman in
Arkham Knight.
Was he?
Yeah.
No, he was Joker in Arkham. He was one of the. He was
Batman in the Telltale series?
That's what it was. Yeah, he's Batman in Telltale.
He has such a wide range, but I would say I don't know many voice actors, but
Nolan
I would say
North is good as well. Sorry.
Those two are my Michael Jordan and LeBron James of voice acting.
Yeah, Troy
Mark
Baker's
Hamill
a beast.
is just unbelievable. I mean, he did the Joker.
It's crazy.
He's the best Joker.
It's good. They're both really good Jokers. But it's crazy that your two Michael Jordans are both like probably the two best animated versions of the Joker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Cool. I'm surprised you know Troy Baker as well.
Yeah,
You do. That's
Troy
cool.
Baker's good. He does he does a lot of video games.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's married to somebody, I think. Somebody really good looking. Of course, he's a good looking dude. But somebody that's like famous too, I think. I might be thinking of somebody.
You see the guy and you're like, why is he a voice actor again?
Yeah.
Why isn't he just a regular actor?
He's kind of like an American Tom Huddleston. That's the way he looks. Loki.
Oh yeah.
He's like an American.
I was
version
thinking
of
he
that
kind of
guy.
looks like Archer, like a human Archer.
A little bit. Yeah, he's blonde though.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he had darker hair.
Well, maybe he dyes it or something. But like every time I see him, he has like a blonde hair. He's on this podcast I watch. Like he's friends with these guys that I watch on.
He might have blonde hair then. I thought he had darker hair.
I did not expect to have a 3-minute Troy Baker conversation.
Yeah.
Anyway, Child's Play was actually remarkably better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a horror guy, so
I know that's
it has to be something weird and unique like that for me to really enjoy it.
It was definitely new. I did when I was watching it. I kind of did like the voodoo aspect as a horror fan.
Yeah.
But the technology of this new one was way more believable.
The thing
more realistic
that this Chucky lacked was a sense of humor.
Yeah, had none.
He was just scary. Yeah. He was just creepy.
Which I think a lot
the
of
other
the
one was an actual the personality of a person, a serial killer.
Yeah, he was
Brad Dourif, I think is his name. He was the sheriff. Brad Dourif is the real name of the guy who played the serial killer that went into Chucky. The original voice of Chucky.
That was Charles. Well, yeah, he wasn't a sheriff though.
He was He was the sheriff in the Halloween remakes by Rob Zombie.
Oh, okay.
He was also Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings, the weird white creepy faced guy that was whispering into the king's ears, making him evil.
Yeah. So, what was his name in the first Chucky? Charles Lee
Ray.
Charles
Harvey.
No,
that might be in it. I think we might be mixing names of actual killers.
I think one was Charles Lee.
Charles Lee David or Charles David Lee. I don't know. I think you're on the right track with Charles
Lee Ray.
Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost said James Earl Ray, and I think that's the guy that shot Martin Luther King.
This shit's getting dark.
I think. Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, I would. He honestly,
had a sense of humor, is what I was saying.
Yeah. It was to a fault too, because the first Chucky was more horror aspect, and the further they went down the road, it became a shit show. It was more comedy horror than it was horror comedy.
Although I kind of liked it. I kind of liked the comedy, like the Bride of Chucky. Once they brought Bride of Chucky in, it got like cheesy, but it was still funny.
Wasn't scary at all.
No,
I guess.
No.
I mean, it might have been because we were older, but I remember the second
true.
one still freaking me out a little bit as well.
I don't remember much about Child's Play 2.
Second one, Child's Play 2, they kill him, and there was they run into the factory where all the good guy dolls are being made.
Yeah.
So he's like fucking with everybody. And then they stick an air pump in his stick an air pump in his mouth, and he blows up.
That sounds vaguely familiar. Yeah. The thing I remember most about the first Child's Play movie, the original, is at one point Chucky is in an elevator. And this old couple walks into the elevator, so he just pretends to be a toy in the corner. And I think he even has the knife in his hand. But he's all fucked up looking. He's like scratched up or whatever, how he gets fucked up at some point. And the old lady looks at him and goes, "Oh my God, that doll is disgusting looking," or something like, or is ugly. And as they're walking out, Chucky's just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Like, that's something this Chucky was not.
No, there was no personality with
this
him.
Chucky was less horror and more Black Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
This was very Black Mirror.
Felt like a Black Mirror episode.
A little bit, yeah, with Aubrey Plaza looking fantastic.
Oh, she's my number one right now.
And then my dude, that black dude that played the detective, that's guy. He's on Atlanta, that Childish Gambino show.
Yeah, so I haven't got into it.
Really, I think you'd like it. Yeah. The second season got I liked even more than the first season. It got weirder, which I like in a good way. Tony Perkins, I think
we need like an encyclopedia.
Tony Perkins is
because I have all these names in my head and I can never get them out.
Tony Perkins. I don't know why I said Tony Perkins, but there's somebody Perkins on Atlanta, and it's a very creepy, almost Michael Jackson / James Brown type character. But Tony Perkins, I believe, is Ben Stiller on Heavyweights.
That sounds right.
Tony Perkins.
Yeah.
I think that's who it was.
I think it's supposed to be Tony Robbins or something. He was supposed to be like...
kind of, but he was like an exercise guru, and he takes over the fact.
No, not Tony Robbins. Tony Little.
Tony Little.
That was like his...
What was that? The Gazelle?
Gazelle, yeah.
Wow, that dude looked like a pro wrestler.
Yeah, he looked like a generic Mr. Perfect.
Exactly. He had the coif,
wow, the ponytail thing.
I can't believe you remember his name.
I can't either. That's a lot of staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning and having info commercials on.
For sure.
Shit that kids will not know about now.
I remember Nathan Metz Nathan Metz's mom had one of those Gazelle things. That's how I know that guy.
Tony Little.
He was very short, but in every other way he was not little.
No.
He's a very, very big guy.
So
how did we get there?
I don't know. Dude, we go down rabbit holes. It's weird.
I guess a lot of these things are way past talking about.
I'm gonna watch the Spider-Man movie, so we'll have something to say more about it next week. Because I have a Fire Stick, I'll just watch it on there.
That's right, but I'll just say that I liked it very much. Well, we'll get more into it next week when you've seen it. But we both saw Chappelle's Sticks and Stones.
Saw half of it. I had to go to work.
Half of it.
Yeah, I had to go to work.
Okay.
I watched up till after he was talking about the car, which is what got him in trouble with everybody.
The car.
LGBTQW.
Riding in the car together, yeah.
Yeah. That's the joke that really got him in trouble, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I think it's the media is the ones that didn't like it. The story is that they, for some reason, Rotten Tomatoes only let 5 major critics review it.
They know what they're doing.
And
it's all fucking conspiracy.
I think it had a 1% or 0. It had 0%. Then they opened it up to the public, and it was immediately at 99%. Yeah. So those 5 critics accounted for 1%
of that 99.
Yeah. So, which tells you everything you need to know. I mean,
it's a conspiracy. Without getting too political, it's the left side controlling the media.
Yeah. I mean, they basically told you to not watch it.
Yeah.
Like there were articles saying basically just skip the Chappelle
It's
special.
almost telling you to not watch it to like, okay, so you're a 13-year-old boy and your dad tells you not to do something. What do you do 9 times out of 10?
You watch it.
You watch it.
Yeah, if anything, that's helped him more than it hurt it.
You like, try it.
Yeah, they're saying not to watch it. I better watch this.
I better see what they're talking about here.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's all conspiracy.
Do you think that they do it like that on purpose? That it's actually meant to help him and not hurt him?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think they legitimately
they get some type of kickback.
I think in this day and age with the
woke,
what they call the cancel culture, I think that's what that was.
Oh yeah, they're dragging him through the mud. But I think he's too strong for them to drag through the mud.
But like it shows you that like a very small group of people are offended. Yeah. So who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
Like I'm
Should
sorry
we care
you're
about
offended.
that? Like, those 5 people? Should we care about those people? No.
I mean, should we care about them? Sure, but like nobody's telling you to watch this shit. Like he said in the special, it's like just remember you clicked on my face, motherfucker, not MySpace. You clicked on my face, motherfucker, even though I think you said the N-word instead.
Yeah, you can't say that.
No, I certainly can't. But yeah, that's what it is. Like, it's always been this way. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Like, if you're a human being, you're going to get offended sometimes. It's bound to happen.
It's okay to be offended by something.
And it's okay that they offended you.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You're human. They're human.
You have free will. You can choose not to be around these
I feel like the whole Chappelle thing, especially, I mean, we're a little bit behind, but I think it got beaten to the ground because people are they're so on board with it that they're like, what are these people talking about? So that generated a lot of buzz. But I think a lot with this canceled, what do you call it?
Cancel culture is what they're calling it,
yeah. I think it's like all these people are doing this to fuck up these celebrities or whoever's life, and there's no consequences to it.
No. I can get on Twitter right now and say whatever the fuck I want, and nobody can do anything about it.
There's no consequences.
But, I mean, and nobody's going to listen to me.
Unless you offend them, and then they can shut your account down. But they can offend you by their bullshit and saying, oh, this is not this, that, and the other. This is too offensive. This is too this, that. And you can't do a fucking thing about it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know.
Well,
like if you offend
when
somebody,
it comes down to it, like on Twitter and stuff like that, social media, different like Facebook and whatnot, that's the question is this like a utility? Is this like a right for people to have? Because somebody owns that. Like there's somebody that owns Facebook. Yeah. Like they have every right to say you can't be on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So sometimes I wish they would shut that fucking shit down.
It's helpful and it's harmful at the same time. But everything's like that. Yeah. Everything. TV. They said the same thing about TV. Do they want us to get rid of TVs?
It's this generation's TV. I mean, I remember even when we were kids, don't let your kids watch TV. It'll rot their brain.
Yeah, turn you
into
into zombies.
It makes you actually a smarter person watching TV.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
studies have. You learn from watching TV.
What it is, it's all about how you use anything. Anything can make you dumb if you're doing it stupidly. Right. Like you could do all like the internet is a great example. Like if you're doing dumb shit on the internet, you're gonna learn dumb shit. But like I've taught myself how to do all kinds of shit through the internet.
You taught yourself how to podcast.
Exactly. Kinda. The best I can, not by doing it like that. My point is though, like the internet is a very useful tool, but also a very harmful weapon.
It is. If you let it.
Just like a sickle. You know what I mean? Or like a hammer.
Chainsaw.
Nail gun.
I get your point. Depending on how you use it, that's how it's gonna.
A fucking stool. I could hit you with a stool and you're fucking done. In the right spot. Anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our rant about that.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
I guess before I get off that, I didn't write this down, but it just came to me. Bill Burr's new special came out too, and that
hilarious.
was fucking fantastic.
I
Bill
loved
Burr,
it.
I'm pretty sure Bill Burr's my favorite comedian.
He's my favorite,
like
hands down.
For
I've
sure.
said that for a while now.
I'm pretty sure I've felt that way for a while now.
Yeah.
I just never openly stated it. Well, maybe I have, but I fucking love Bill Burr.
He is.
I can't think of one thing I don't agree with that he says.
I don't know what it is. I love when he talks about his dog.
Me too. Which unfortunately he had to get rid of that dog because of the kid.
Yeah,
that's a
but
bummer.
when he was talking about, I think it was like 3 specials ago. He was talking about getting the dog and how he fell in love with it.
Yep.
And he was talking about whenever he sees somebody walking down the street, the dog's ears perk up, and he goes, "This is what we play for."
My God, dude, some of the best bits. And I love how in the last special he told the dog bit earlier, but like he kept bringing it back around into other bits. It's like when he's talking about his wife later and how she's knocking the headphones like right around his head or whatever, and this is one of the many reasons to hit a woman. You just don't do it. You know what I mean? Like at one point he's like, I'm just mad walking, and the dog's next to me going, yeah. Like, when jokes like make their way back around into another bit, it just really seals the deal in those jokes.
What was the one joke he was like talking about? Everybody wants to point the finger at the guy when he hits a woman, but I bet he said something like, "Does anybody ask what the woman did?"
Yeah,
or something like that. He said it in a funny way.
Yeah. But he's just like, when the firemen are done putting out the fire, they don't just get in the truck and leave. They sift around the debris. They figure out how it got here. Oh, here's a oily rag. Like, fucking love Bill Burr.
Yeah, he's the best. I'm sweating my dick off, so I want to do these questions and let's wrap her up.
Let's get into the Q&A section, people.
This is we've done this once before, but we're gonna start doing this more often. How about you want to get on mine and just go back and forth?
Well, I actually shared it, and there's a couple on mine. If you want, you could just go through yours, and if I have anything, I'll just throw them in there.
Most of the time these are fight questions, but this time it's not as much.
This is kind of my smoke break right here. You know?
So, Mark Brown, question: are UK MMA fighters not getting the recognition they should from the UFC? A few ain't getting call-ups they deserve. All right, Mark Brown. I guess this is directed towards me. I'm not sure.
So.
I honestly I can't answer that question. I don't know a whole lot of UK fighters. I know it's really popular over there, and their wrestling's starting to come together, and they are legit fighters over there. I mean, Bisping and Dan Hardy and all these guys were, it's just getting big over in the UK. Conor McGregor, for Christ's sakes. But, yeah, to get the recognition, I don't know, because I guess not, because I don't know a whole lot of them. All right. Sorry if I didn't answer that question the way you'd like. Dan, I want to say it's Candry, which is...
I've seen that name pop up quite a bit.
It's Jared and Josh's cousin's husband. Okay. Question. Which Griffiths brother, Josh or Jared, is more of a hater when it comes to pop culture? This is one we can both... This is a good question.
That's a hard question.
I'm going to put a chew in for this question.
Well, yeah.
Because I've been waiting for this one.
Josh is more open-minded. Jared is stubborn as hell about it. He's just like, no, I did. Like, he's not disrespectful about it. He can be if you push him that far. But Josh will at least see where you're coming from. I don't know. They're both really bad.
This is it.
They have their moments,
This is how I'm going to say it. Josh is way more willing to give something a shot. Jared is very stubborn about giving anything a shot.
But he is willing to admit it if you are, in fact, right.
Josh is quicker to hate something after giving it a shot. Once Josh says he hates something, it is forever hated. He hates it. He will never like it. It is done. There's no convincing him otherwise. Jared is quicker to say, "Oh, that wasn't so bad."
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you know him better than I do now. I don't know. I'm slowly getting back in there. I'm kind of basing this on like back in the day, like growing up listening to different types of music
Well,
and shit.
Jared used to not be such a hater. Josh was always the hater. Josh hates most second albums from a good group.
This is a very hard question because back in the day, you and Josh especially used to give me so much shit for liking bands like Newfound Glory and stuff like that. But Jared was the one guy out of our little group, aside from Nathan Metz, who actually liked him, to be like, you know what, Newfound Glory isn't isn't that bad.
Right.
But Josh would also be like, I don't like Newfound Glory, I like Old Found Glory, because he liked that one album they put out in the beginning. And then after that, they became more pop punky.
So I'm gonna say Josh is the person to hate quickest. Jared is the most stubborn to watch anything.
They're equally
haters.
Just in different ways.
So
different sides of the spectrum.
Yeah. Josh, now, I will admit, in the last 3 years, Josh is way more open-minded.
Initially.
Like, okay, I could see how you could like that, but like 5 years ago, especially 10 years ago, he'd be like, that's stupid, I hate it, it's fucking stupid.
And he'd make fun of you. Like, you wouldn't even bring it up, and he'd just like hate on it.
You know,
just to
back when
it
was okay to say shit like that's gay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gay. That's gay.
I can see Josh doing that shit too.
Zach Sutek, did they ever find out who let the dogs out?
I don't know.
I don't know either. The Baja Men.
I would assume it was them. I mean, whoever smelt it dealt it, right?
Heather Mundis. That's a funny last name.
Heather Mundis?
That's Josh and Jared's sister. I think that's her name. It could be something else like Mundies. Does pineapple belong on pizza? There's only one right answer for this. And I'm going to say...
Did she give us the right answer?
No, she did not.
What the fuck?
It absolutely belongs on pizza. With bacon.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever had it. But I mean, I like pineapple. And I like pizza, I guess.
That's what I started.
You did, so I did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I like them both. I've never really tried it on pizza, I don't think.
I'll bring a pizza over next time.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
But and I like ham, so if you want to get ham pie, I'll give it a shot.
Ham is the Hawaiian pizza.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
But
is it white sauce?
You can do it with white sauce?
I love white sauce.
Yeah, so my dad will do it with white sauce. But he got me on pineapple and bacon, which works better.
I'm usually like an all meat on pizza. I like meat pizza. But I'll give it a shot. Yeah. I don't know if I'll like sweet on pizza.
It's the right amount of sweet.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Is it like sweet and salty kind of deal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why the bacon's more salty than the ham.
I'll give it a shot. All right. I'll answer your question later.
All right. William Reeves. Do the sport need to change to stay on top? I think he means does. Do you feel if it stays the same, people might get bored and go away? I think the sport is perfect right now. I think the sport has more followers on Instagram than the NFL. So that to me says worldwide it is a bigger sport. Not in the country. I
think, but in all fairness, I think WWE has more too.
It's also been worldwide more.
Yeah, you're right. I guess NFL is
NFL is
it's one
United
area.
States.
Yeah.
Part of
you're right. I didn't think about it like that. You're
right. So to me, I think we're maybe in the States it's doing because I think they're putting on too many fights. Maybe that's what they're doing. But
there's a lot.
They have a huge
fights
roster.
Every week now.
Yeah. They're trying to make it more legit. I almost wish they'd have an off season like every other sport does.
Well, do you think with the larger roster and the more fights does that more opportunity to make more money, or is that less opportunity
to make more money?
More
opportunity for them to make money. It's more money for the fighters too. It's less opportunity for the big name guys to make money.
But is it
because they used to stack up these big, John Jones and Conor McGregor would have been on the same card 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But now.
No, they're gonna separate that shit up.
Because that would have been
two
a mega
separate
card.
big
that
cards.
would have been millions of buys.
Yeah, now they could separate it and make it 2 million in buys.
Exactly.
Billions of buys, maybe. All right. Good question.
That is a good question. This is one I'm not huge about. What's it like to be bad at Rampart? Josh Griffiths.
Oh yeah, that's a Josh Griffiths question.
I will admit, recently I've been in quite a slump.
A Rampart slump.
I would say the last couple times me and Josh have played, it comes down to the deciding game. We usually play best of 5. The last couple times this came down to the 5th game. A couple times he swept me. I mean, I will admit, he's a better Rampart player than I am now. But I've won the whole game, and then he's fucked me over in the last turn.
Oh yeah,
few times now.
I know. That's actually you guys played Rampart on the wedding day. I remember.
That's our game. That's
I love Rampart.
When I found out you did, I was like all about it.
I'm still yet to play it with you guys though.
Yeah, we'll get
the 2 nights we played. We got drunk most of the time. When it was my time to play, everybody was just done playing.
House of Hughes 2 is coming up in November. So.
Oh, that's right. Oh shit! Look forward to that, people.
Okay, we're running. I guess we got a couple more questions.
Yeah, we got some time.
Steve Burton. Pre-fight ritual. What's your mental approach right before you fight? Is it called and during your walkout? I'm not sure what you mean. Elaborate on the mental aspect during the fight. A lot of people have this perception that fighters fight on anger. My warm-up, I am scared out of my mind. Scared. I mean, if there was an exit door, I might take it.
No.
I'm terrified. The closer I get to the cage, Mike Tyson says it the best. Kind of ripping him off. The closer I get to that ring, closer I get to that cage, I become an animal. Nobody can. As soon as that door closes, nobody can fucking stop me.
Yeah,
it's just what it is. I don't fight on anger. I never have. I think when you fight on anger, you blow your gas pretty quick.
You're less focused.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been hit and I've been fired back out of anger, but never have I tried to kill somebody because I'm so mad. I just don't think about that anymore. And he's right. A lot of people are like, "Oh my God, you have to get so mad when you get hit." I'm like, "No, dude, I've been hit thousands upon thousands of times in training and in fights. Nothing affects me anymore."
Yeah, I imagine you're pretty desensitized to that sort of thing at this point.
Exactly. So that's a good question, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Jared Griffiths, rapid fire. Who's the best between Jeff, Jared, and Josh? All right. Rampart, Josh. Cooking, me. That's right, motherfucker.
Okay. So you have to rank yourself in there too? That's weird.
It's the best between Jeff, Jared, and Josh.
Okay.
NCAA football, Jared. Dr. Robotnik, Mean Bean Machine, Jared. This is the funny one. A foot race? Come on, motherfuckers. Billiards, me. Cornhole, that's a toss-up. Whoever's on. Josh is pretty good.
No
I'm pretty
pun
good.
intended.
I'm pretty good. Jared's pretty good. Depends. Flirting, Jared, hands down. Hands down. Now, he looks like an asshole sometimes, and me and Josh will make fun of him, but he's definitely the flirter of the group.
He's a professional heel. He can cut a promo on him.
He cuts promos, and sometimes he looks like an idiot, and other times it works.
Huh.
Marco Polo, definitely not me. I get frustrated, and I end up opening up my eyes. I would say probably Jared, because out of all 3 of us, he's the most calm and cool collective. Josh is not by any shape of the matter. Okay. Getting thrown on a hill, definitely me. I used to get thrown onto a hill by our neighbor when he was bigger and stronger than me. I'm not happy. I'm not proud of it, but that's how it went.
All right. Wow, he had a lot. He put all that down?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Tommy Koveski, what's more important? Showers or deodorant? Showers.
I don't know. Deodorant. I would say deodorant.
Yeah, because you can stink. We stink right now. Yeah, I guarantee we put deodorant on, we go out and nobody would say anything.
Yeah, I mean, I took a shower right before this. If I hadn't put a deodorant on, I probably wouldn't smell great.
I put some on before I got here.
I'm very sweaty.
Also, these are all good questions. I'm happy they're not all.
I only got one on mine, and it was from my cousin Andy. One, I'll just get out of the way now. He had one question for me. He says, "When am I gonna come play board games?" Motherfucker, come play board games with me. How about that? It's better for me anyway. And you only got to make 1 trip as opposed to 2.
Speaking of board games, Game of Thrones and Monopoly.
Oh, nice. I got a sick-ass board game called Lords of Waterdeep. It's made by Dungeons & Dragons, but it's a board game. It's fucking sweet. It's kind of like Monopoly. You'd like it, I think.
Yeah, I love Monopoly, though.
Once you play it once, you're like, fuck yeah, I get it. Let's do this again.
Okay.
But he said, a real question. Oh, So the real question for your show, though, any talks about running it back with Duffee? I would love to have seen the rest of that fight.
No talks right now. He's suspended because of his eye, and I think we're just gonna move on from that. Maybe we meet somewhere down the road. Maybe he never fights again.
All right.
I don't know.
There you have
what's going on with that. I know that I've said it plenty of times. Anywhere, anytime, any place. I don't care. Let's
Bada
fight.
boom.
I literally said, hey, if they have a fight card on the moon, they want me to fight there, we're going to the moon.
That'd be dope because you'd be the first person to do that.
Exactly. What does Mikey Clapper, what does pissing excellence feel like? I don't know.
Does it burn?
It might. I don't know if I've ever pissed excellence.
What is it? Do you have to drink it?
Might be like a Gatorade or something.
Or do you create it out of excellence?
Maybe.
From being excellent.
I don't know. Sometimes after a fight, you get a good piss, mainly because you were drunk, but...
Okay.
Well, Sean Surface, this was actually kind of funny. Sean Surface, what's your browser history look like?
Actually, I think I saw this one, and there was quite a thread after that of comments.
I put mine, it was like... all nice things to do for your wife. Where to buy flowers. What's the nice thing to say?
Yeah.
Why haven't they cloned dinosaurs?
Yeah, I saw the screenshot. Yeah, I saw that too.
Rachel Hughes. How is newlywed life? What is the best and worst part? Of course she would ask this.
Well, what is it?
I don't know. My comments aren't loading, but I would say the best part is nothing's really changed. I feel like we have a better connection. This little ring and saying our vows, like it's like we know neither of us are going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm sure it makes a difference. Like it gives you that assurance that, like, look, I'm in this for the long haul, sort of thing. That's a good thing about it.
Saying like, oh, this shit, she could leave tomorrow. Like she's not leaving tomorrow.
As long as the respect and the appreciation's still there, it should go nice and strong, man.
What's the worst part? She nags me a lot. Sorry, babe.
Yeah. You can't Skype.
Can't Skype. She runs a vacuum at 9 o'clock at night because I'm playing video games and it pisses me off.
That's a good woman right there.
It's a power move. What's the last... Virginia Mears, which is Zach's mom. What's the last book you read? Mine is Why I Fight by B.J. Penn.
Yeah.
I read that about 7 years ago.
Mine is Saga, and I haven't finished it. It's a...
Oh, that's a big book.
Sci-fi comic book. Yeah, it's like the first like 20 to 30 issues or something like that.
Is it good?
It's pretty good. It's like it's kind of like a racial like Romeo and Juliet thing, but instead of them being like two different families or two different species, like one is like a winged creature, the other one has horns. It's like sci-fi. It's pretty cool.
That's how you make the devil right there.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's exactly how
they're aliens essentially.
Devil.
I hope they make a show out of it. Like Netflix or something picks it up.
Andrew. I can never say his last name. I just call him Monty because it's like Flora Monty.
It's a slick name.
He's one of the guys that does A&A.
Oh, okay.
One of the Andrews.
Okay.
These questions above are absolutely amazing. Answer those first, then give me an actual breakdown of how you would beat Andrew Selinsky up. Andrew Selinsky was the DJ at my wedding.
Oh, okay.
I'd just kill him.
He would just kill him.
Yeah, I'd just beat him up.
Yeah.
Alex Cooper, which one of your coaches is the best looking? I gotta say Alex Cooper. I mean, he's the one asking the question. Good looking guy. He's tall. He's lean.
I would say that's probably the answer he's looking for.
But we all say Steve Tracek because Steve Tracek takes care of his hair.
Is that I suppose he's the one I know the best probably.
Steve.
He was there when you were training and I filmed you guys and shit.
Yep.
He's a good dude.
Oh, Steve's awesome. He's like me and him are the Road Warriors. We call each other.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Road Warriors.
Is he the one doing the Jedi mind trick to open up the fucking doors?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Dave Montgomery, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Fucking
and Zach Sweetsex
3.
said you would like you would like to watch, you freaking perv.
Wow.
Chris Parfell asked the same fucking question every time. Have you regretted your true loss to Earl Breeze? Not even answering that because I'd kill him.
I remember her. I think we've talked about that before.
Lee Ringel, how bad do you want a rematch after your last fight? I already covered that. Don't care. It's over. Done with.
Bada boom.
Then he went on to say that was an exciting fight. He's amazing. Blah blah. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
And I agree.
Mike Frederick, will you rematch the bitch that cried ice poke? Okay. This is one that you might be able to answer. Blue top milk or green top milk?
Blue top milk or green top milk?
Are you talking about the caps?
See, at first, I didn't know if he was talking about the caps or if he was talking about green milk and blue milk from Star Wars.
That's what I was also thinking, too. I couldn't think of it.
So I'm going to answer both questions. I don't know what green top milk is. I think blue is like 2%.
Blue is 2%, and I think green is 1%.
Really?
Or no. Yeah, because skim is pink. So yeah, I think green is...
Usually I get the red top. I get whole milk.
Ooh, it's because you're not a fat boy.
Well, I don't do it anymore because actually milk doesn't agree with me anymore. Like if I drink too much milk, it fucks my stomach all up. But actually, I stopped drinking soy milk because I heard it's not really good for you at all. But I actually like the way it tastes.
Almond milk.
Almond, I know it's good, but it's too sweet. I don't like the aftertaste.
Yeah.
So I gotta find something.
Cashew milk is similar to almond, but doesn't have that sweet taste.
Because if I could find something that tastes like soy, because I like the taste of soy milk. People think I'm weird, but I actually enjoy the taste of soy milk.
I've never been a fan of soy milk.
It tastes like milk, but like cleaner for some reason to me. Anyway, I don't know.
Smoother, maybe?
Yeah. But
I get what you're saying there. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to say blue because I like blue.
And then blue and green milk? Blue milk looks tastier. Green milk looks sour. Not only that, but when you see green milk in the movies, he's taking it straight from the teat of a fucking this gross looking creature.
That's exactly what he's talking about then.
Yeah.
It has to be.
And then blue milk, you're just seeing it on the table. It looks like a delicious blue drink.
Like a blueberry milk.
Which you can get both of those at Disney, the Disney shit now.
For like $12 a shot, probably.
My dude Lee said the blue milk was delicious. So he didn't try the green milk because he didn't want to. But yeah.
And last but not least, Alexa Kammer, my boy, my training partner.
Oh, yeah.
He's very excited about this like we are. Thoughts on the new Joker?
Oh, shit. I am super excited. I think Joaquin Phoenix has the chops. They're saying nothing but good things about it.
They're saying film of the year.
Yeah, it's getting standing ovations at like Sundance or Cannes.
It was an 8-minute standing ovation.
And they do that. They did that for Clerks 2.
Yeah.
Clerks
2 was good.
Clerks 2 was great. It was a great way to wrap it up, even though they're now making a Clerks 3.
Yeah. I think it might be the...
I'm super psyched. I don't want to get too hyped because I don't want to be disappointed, but I'm hearing it's a very brutal Joker. It's not like the comic books really. It doesn't follow that or anything. It's very much. I think it's gonna be honestly scary.
Yeah, but I think they're doing a really good job of the trailers not showing that.
Yeah, they're definitely not showing you too much. They're making it look very well done and artsy.
The screenings of it, like of course the people, the ones that we were talking about earlier, are we don't need this movie right now. It's too violent. And I hear that and I go, where are they seeing that in the trailer?
That's why we need this right now. This movie needs to show you that the Joker is not a good guy. The Joker is not someone you need to look up to. Like everybody's like, they're trying to make you sympathize with the Joker. That's not good. They are trying to make you sympathize with the Joker in the way, and they're also trying to tell you that, like, look, that this is what can happen. Like, this is what causes people. This is why someone goes into a movie theater and shoots motherfuckers up. Like, this is why people do mass shootings and shit. I think this could be fucking profound in a lot of ways.
I think we should go see it this weekend.
I think we should. I work this weekend, but I'm down to figure out a time to do it.
What days do you work?
Saturday and probably Sunday. I work Saturday for sure. But I'm off Friday though. But it's gonna be jam packed, I'm sure, if it's not sold out already.
Yeah, I'll look into it. If not, maybe we'll catch it late Monday or whatever day you're off.
Whenever, yeah, I'll know on Friday.
Yeah, let me know if you work Sunday. If not, we'll go see it Sunday.
Cool, definitely for sure.
And that wraps up the Q&A, man.
Yeah, is that
I'm
that
hot as
last
fuck,
question?
and I'm ready to wrap this episode.
All right,
up.
well, that was a chock full new episode. I hope it was all you guys were fucking waiting for. It took us a while to get to it, but we fucking got them through everything.
Yeah.
Guess with that said, thanks for all the new subscribers. Don't forget to tell all your friends. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/JAMUP podcast. Subscribe on all the audio podcast providers, Spotify, Stitcher Radio. Podcoin isn't around anymore, so don't do that. Fucking Apple Podcasts, all that good shit.
Spotify? Did you say Spotify?
I think I did say Spotify
Okay,
first,
yeah.
but Spotify if I didn't. I think we're on iHeartRadio as well.
Oh, we're on everything.
And
so,
yeah, if we're not, let us know and we'll try to get on there.
Yeah, and just I'm gonna Mark does a good job. I do an alright job, but from now on, I'm gonna start promoting the shit out of the show. So
Cool. Yeah, I know we're working on getting some T-shirts going. We got all kinds of new shit in the works.
Yeah.
So subscribe, click the little bell notification so you know all the new shit that's coming out because there's gonna be a lot more shit coming out.
We're on it now. So
yeah,
thanks for listening.
Keep posting on Jeff's got some fight news coming up for sure.
Big news, big news.
And until next time.
Hogan must pose.
I'm even wearing the shirt where I do the pose. Walter, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Fuck.
You're out of control.